Hey, Chan Physics. It's Thursday slash maybe Friday, and you guys have this test real quick. So I had a question before fifth hour, asked me about a problem, so I did it for them on the board. So I'm going to do it for you guys here in a video, and it's quite relevant to what you guys are doing today in the test. So just want to go over this one problem, talk to you a little bit about the day, and then talk to you about Monday. So the question was, what happens if instead of them giving a collision problem, them giving you the two masses? What if they didn't give you one of the masses? And so I've got this problem right here. We got a red car and a blue car. They're going to collide into the red car and the blue car. So remember, what we do is we say we put all the before the collision stuff here, we put all the after the collision stuff here. And so in this instance, they tell us the red car is a 500 kilogram car, but the blue one is unknown. And so what would happen in the problem? Will that change anything the way that we did it? So what I did was I set up our squares just like we learned how to do. And then we said, well, the squares represent momentum. So mass times velocity plus mass times velocity should equal the mass times velocity plus mass times velocity after the collision. And so if I'm doing this to the point where I'm like, okay, well, I have 500 here. They're going to have to give me a velocity. So maybe they'll give us a velocity of 5 plus. And now they don't give us this mass. So what do? Well, we leave it as m. And we know that if that's going to be the only thing that they're not going to give us, they're going to definitely need to give us a velocity of the blue car before. So you'll look through the problem. It might be 0, it might be some number, but let's say it's 0, which would be very helpful. So we have the 500 kilograms times 5 plus the mass times 0 should equal, well, the mass again is 500. And let's say they give us the velocity of 1 plus, well, they didn't give us the mass of the blue car, so we'll just leave it as m. And let's say they give us, this one is 4. Okay. So what's left here? Well, now we've got a number. 500 times 5 is 2,500 plus 0 equals 500 plus 4 times m. That's all I do is change the 4 and the m and change them around. And all I've got here is an algebraic problem with one variable. So there's nothing different about a problem where they don't give us the mass. It's the same problem, just that they give, instead of giving us one of these as the variable, they give us one of these when the mass is unknown. Okay, so don't be afraid of that problem, and make sure you follow through with our way of doing the problems, and you'll do well. All right, a couple of things for you guys. Number one, we have a quiz. The desks are set up like they should be, so they're far apart. If you're sitting in one of the areas where we do labs, make sure that you sit on opposite sides of the boards. There are calculators out, so make sure that you ask for a calculator. Make sure that we always put our phones up on the front desk. The test is fairly short. It's 2.5 pages long, and so you guys should be done fairly quickly. Bring your test up to whoever's subbing for you guys, give them the test, and then you can take your phone back. So here's the problem that we had. Today was supposed to be half test, half building day. And from what I can tell from fifth hour, and I can only assume that you guys are going to be better, but not much better, is that a lot of people didn't bring their cartons in. And so here's the thing for the rest of the hour. Either you're going to build your carton. So go up. I've got the duct tape in the center island. I've got the stapler in the center island in case you want to push your top back together. I've got some paper there. I've got some styrofoam if you want to. But I can understand if you're like fifth hour that not many of you guys brought in your carton. And so if you didn't bring in your carton, then your job today is to plan. Plan either meeting with your partners somewhere and building your carton this weekend because you're not here tomorrow, or at least you're bringing in everything that you can so that you can build a carton in the first 30 minutes on Monday. Once we get to that 30-minute mark today on Monday, we're going to go outside. We're going to drop. So we're going to do our egg drop, and I'll bring the eggs. So what I'll do is I'll just pay, I think it's like $10 for 5 dozen eggs, and I'll bring in all the eggs for Monday. So don't worry about bringing in eggs on Monday. And I think that is it. So do the test. Good luck to you guys. Can't imagine that you guys will find anything surprising in the test. And then go about making sure that you're ready for the drop on Monday. Have a great weekend. And please be kind to whoever's in there with you guys. Bye bye.